morning, good afternoon, good evening. That is Jack. I'm Conrad. This is the 45 Euro 2021. We are now at the quarterfinals, which is hard to believe. Lost my mouse here for a second. You've got 8 teams: Belgium, Czech Republic, England, Denmark, Italy, Spain, Switzerland, Ukraine, facing off in Baku, Munich, Rome, and St. Petersburg for these quarterfinals. First up, Switzerland and Spain. This is going to have a hard time living up to those crazy Monday matches that they were part of. Switzerland scored 3 on their way past France in the penalty shootout. Spain put 5 past Croatia. 2 of those in extra time. Winner coming from Alvaro Morata. Switzerland have the more difficult challenge trying to overcome the loss of their number 10, Granit Xhaka, who is serving a shocking 1-match suspension for yellow card accumulation. I think that's a tough thing for them to overcome.
Yeah, I think that Spain are the overwhelming favorites, even with a fully selectable Switzerland side. They have a bit of a magic with Shaqiri. We've seen him do it at this tournament. And they obviously
Seferovic played a huge role in that win.
They were a strong match against France, but I imagine that Spain had the more resounding win, scoring the 5, and Switzerland, without Xhaka, is going to be a big loss in the midfield, where Spain will have a lot of dominance, and
Busquets is going to be the maestro.
They pass the crap out of the ball, and without Xhaka to kind of break that up, it's going to be tough for me to see Switzerland staying around. I see them scoring a goal, but not really staying around too much.
Yeah, I think we've both got this comfortably for Spain, which means who knows what's going to happen here. But I do think that midfield you're talking about, Busquets, is going to be that maestro that he typically is. Morata getting a little bit of confidence with the winner. I don't think they're going to gift any goals to Switzerland like they did in the first against Croatia. Unai Simon, he recovered well, made a good stop late on in stoppage time, extra time to ensure the win. Next up, Belgium and Italy, another match that is going to have a hard time living up to what it could be, given that De Bruyne probably out, Hazard probably out for Belgium. They may be healthy enough to make late appearances, but I don't know if that'll be enough. Belgium's defense is aging, much like Italy's. They're both very, very accomplished and experienced, but I think that midfield is going to be the difference. Tielemans is going to have to figure out a way to become the spark for Belgium. Carrasco coming in, probably Mertens coming in. If they can get Lukaku the ball, he can score against anybody, but Barella, Jorginho, Verratti, Barella, Verratti, Jorginho, Verratti, Varela. Chiellini will be back to frustrate Lukaku. Chiesa, Locatelli may be instrumental here again. Heart says Belgium, but head kind of has to say Italy.
Look, I mean, without Hazard and De Bruyne, you're almost free to kind of change up your system. I think you need an extra man in the midfield. I think playing the 3-4-3 with just a midfield pivot too won't work. No. So hopefully they change things up in this match, because I think that would be a big key for them to try and stay around. Because I could see them being able to penetrate through Tielemans. He's not the most defensive kind of midfielder. But I see this one being tight, actually. I see Italy kind of not looking too great. They didn't look great against Austria. They stayed way too long in that match.
Ugly. Yeah.
And Belgium didn't have to go the full 120 like Italy did against Austria. So I see this one going all the way the distance. And I think Belgium with Hazard and De Bruyne off the bench use their penalty prowess in extra time and squeeze it Belgium into the semifinals.
I mean, I'm picking this based on not seeing much from De Bruyne or Hazard. That's why I've got Italy down here. If you got it fully healthy, I think it does go to Belgium, but I'm going to take Italy here. I don't feel great about that. Denmark and Czech Republic. Denmark create a ton of opportunities. I believe they are the highest ever in the history of the Euros, both in terms of shots on goal, shots on target. Something over 17 and something over 7 in each of those, respectively. They've scored 11 in their 4 thus far. Mm-hmm. They're pretty good defensively. Czech beat a Dutch side that was down to 10 men for most of that second half and conceded and scored both of their goals after De Ligt was sent off. They've only conceded 2 in their 4. I think Denmark probably can keep this thing rolling.
I mean, no disrespect to either of these sides, but this is a group stage match. But if you had to guess when these two sides would face off, you don't see these sides facing off in the quarterfinals with a chance to be the last 4. I think Denmark scoop this chance up with both hands. We've mentioned the emotional roller coaster they've been on, and I think now they're tantalizingly close to making this a very special tournament. It's already been a special tournament. For both
Go to the semifinals. It's crazy.
And I think that they definitely have it in them. The Czech Republic are good, but I think
they've been kind of lucky.
I think they have been a little bit lucky. I think Denmark have been in their own way as well. To be able to only have 3 points, finish second in your group is lucky. I mean, that is what luck is.
And then you put 4 in the round of 16.
Yeah, they are trending upwards at the right time. 4 against Russia and 4 against. I'm blanking who they played in the first round of the knockout stages.
Yeah, you're killing me. I was counting on you to remember.
We're literally just absolutely exposing ourselves right here. Oh my God, I cannot remember this. They scored 2 late on, 4 total.
It was bad.
We're gonna remember this immediately. Okay, well, Denmark, they scored 8 goals in the last 2 matches against Russia and unnamed opposition.
I'm trying to find it. This is bad. This is really bad. Anyhow, should we edit this?
No,
probably edit
no. We can't edit it. We have to firm the fact that we forgot who Denmark played because they I mean, it was the first match.
4-0.
Wasn't it the first match?
I'm still trying to find it. Wales, that's right. And Wales, we're down to 10 men.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, Wales were down to 10 men like for a terrible red card late in that match. But anyways, I think Denmark, they've scored a lot of goals. They've been actually pretty defensively solid.
I forgot Wales because I called him Christian Bale.
Yeah, you did. Only goal they conceded in the last 2 matches was a penalty to Russia. So I think Denmark are comfortable favorites in my eyes here.
Last up, Ukraine and England. Ukraine are not super deep, but and they looked absolutely gassed in extra time. That 2-1 win over Sweden. Zinchenko was the difference. He had the rocket early on, and then the assist for the winner late in extra time. Many of these England players know him really, really well, so they're not going to surprise anybody. Yarmolenko, Yaremchuk, also valuable. I think they've had a good draw thus far. Southgate, England have too much talent, both in the starting lineup as well as, and he's gotten it right with England. The selections. They may not excite you, but he's gotten it on, and you bring on speed and creativity late with Grealish.
My prediction,
making instant impact.
My prediction here isn't. I think it's going to be a comfortable win for England, even though it's going to be a 2-1 win. Like, it's going to be close scoreline wise, but I think Southgate doesn't know how to make this side attack. I think he only knows how to prepare this side for when it's going to be evenly faced or when he's outmatched by his opposition. So it's going to be weird that he goes into the driver's seat. Like you think about the match against Scotland, when they just did not create much the entire match, when the onus was on them almost the entire match. I think they'll do it. It might even go to extra time when they do it, but it's going to be a bit of an ugly, but I think just get through, get a very comfortable semifinal draw against either Denmark or Czech Republic, and do the same again, and you're all of a sudden you're in a championship for a title final, which would be a remarkable achievement. Yeah,
he's gotten it right. Look, you don't have to be excited by the way they play. Just win. Right, and that's what Southgate's done. And
I think that England should play like a 4-2-3-1, 3-4-3, something more aggressive, something that utilizes their attacking talent. A Sancho, a Rashford, a Grealish starting from minute 1. You'd like to see them put 3-4 goals past Ukraine, and they should. But I just don't see Southgate opening themselves up to
start up with 7 defensive players again, like he did the last time. I don't know that he'll do that.
He might do that again, and that'd be very weird because Ukraine will sit deep, and they will not get the space they got against Germany. So that might be a bit of a problem.
No, Germany, yeah. I mean, it was great for England to get the win over Germany, just to that history. We don't like this thing going to penalties, obviously, for England having bad luck with penalties in Euros, and just bad luck with penalties in general. But I do see this comfortably to England. It could be 3-0. I think they're just going to find ways to break them down late, and Ukraine are just going to be tired. I think that's going to be the biggest problem for them. That'll do it for us for our look at the quarterfinals for Euro 2021. Jack, Connor, this has been the 45. Please let us know what you think in the comments. Look for us on the Twitter at the 45. Take care now.